First Thessalonians chapter 1, First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. In the NLT, now concerning how and when all this will happen, dear brothers and sisters, we don't really need to write to you. For verse 2 in the KJV, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. In the NLT, for you know quite well that the day of the Lord's return will come unexpectedly, like a thief in the night. Verse 3 in the KJV, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. In the NLT, when people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then that disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman's labor pains begin, and there will be no escape. Verse 4 in the KJV, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. In the NLT, but you are in the dark about these things, dear brothers and sisters, and you won't be surprised when the day of the Lord comes like a thief. Verse 5 in the KJV, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. In the KJV, verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Tonight, on a lighter and you could say brighter note, have you noticed how social media is full of wedding posts these days? So many people are getting married. Every time you check your feed, there's a new wedding or engagement post. If nothing, at least a save the date. A record number of couples are getting married this year, at least 2.5 million in the United States alone. Is this on expected lines, or did the pandemic change something? Our next report tells you.
Couple that's engaged? $10 says they will be married by the year end. 2.5 million couples in the United States are walking down the aisle this year. That's the highest number of weddings since 1984. What happened? The Wuhan virus pandemic. It ruined wedding plans. Couples ended up spending their wedding day in lockdown. Those who had no plans of getting married immediately decided to take the leap after spending the lockdown together. So the record number of weddings in 2022 is a mix of both pushed dates and new engagements. More of the former, less of the latter. So there are wedding bells ringing. Families are waltzing to it, and the wedding industry is not complaining. It needed to hear I do's after 2 years of lull. Before the pandemic struck, there would be at least 2.1 million weddings in the United States each year. In 2020, the number reduced to 1.3 million. In 2021, it increased slightly to 1.93 million. That said, hosting 2.5 million weddings in 2022 won't be a cakewalk. Florists and photographers are complaining about being overbooked. Some are already working overtime. A Minneapolis-based wedding planner named Lane Palm told the media her team is tired of organizing 3 weddings every weekend. Unlike American weddings, Indian weddings often last the entire weekend, if not spill over to the next week. The Wuhan virus pandemic shrunk big fat Indian weddings. Couples decided to not wait until 2022 to seal the deal.
2 Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Back in the winter of 2021, couples decided to not wait until 2022 to seal the deal. The Indian wedding industry bounced back in the winter of 2021. Cities like Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Kolkata saw a record number of weddings. Never before had Kolkata recorded 180,000 weddings in a single year. The trend is likely to continue this year too. America or India tying the knot is going to be a dearer in 2022. Couples worldwide will have to shell out more. How much, you ask? Estimates say up to 15%. You can blame that bill on the virus from China. The sudden increase in weddings has increased the cost of wedding-related services. We are talking about the cost of flowers, decor, event planners, venues, etc. Reports in American papers say most popular venues are booked out until 2023. Some are offering incentives to couples who choose to get married on weekdays instead. Back in India, religious calendars dictate wedding dates. Weekday or weekend, it does not matter. Auspicious dates are limited, and the competition to book the best is more fierce. India or America, Wedding 2022 is a game of fastest fingers first. If you want your dream wedding, start making those calls already.
WION is
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. So be on your guard, not asleep like the others. Stay alert and be clear-headed. Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. In the NLT, when the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In the KJV, verse 38, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Verse 38 in NLT, in those days before the flood, the people were enjoying banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat. In the KJV, verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. In the NLT, people didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. That is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes. Call Allah Yahweh Bashmi al-Shah, Waha, Rachach Wadash. The Bible said, hopefully, like elder apostles, slave to be saved. Lord willing, start with those at the Great Millstone Church. Shalom to all you brothers teaching this truth. Okay, the men here at our congregation in all true faith, sincerity, in general to all the brothers, from the elder brothers, you elder brothers teaching it, the elder brothers, you elder brothers teaching this truth, from you younger brothers teaching this truth. Okay, the younger brothers teaching this truth, and all true faith and sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the believers, the men, women, and children of the Israelite race. Okay, ultimately to the elect, those that will go on to be found to have been in the house of David, which we hope ourselves to be. Shalom.